I'm now at the airport in Frankfurt. There are so few people around. Hey guys, good morning. As you guys can see, I am wearing my flight attendant uniform, so I am right here at my base in Munich. I got a flight. I'm really excited. I didn't know whether they would give me a flight, but it is a short haul trip. I'm really excited. So let's actually get my luggage out of here. It's only a day trip, so in case you're wondering why I still have my suitcase with me, it's just a small suitcase, and let's actually grab my bag. So you might be wondering why I actually take my carry-on suitcase with me if I just have a day trip. So I'm just working the flight to Frankfurt and then I'm deadheading back. So deadheading back means that they'll send me back as a passenger, so they only need me for the flight to Frankfurt, which is a 40-minute long flight. So it's not a long flight, but hey, I get to work, that's what counts. So I'm taking this suitcase because it has a spare uniform in there. I always bring a spare uniform, you never know what happens. I have poured tomato juice all over my dress before, and trust me, you're not gonna get those stains out of your uniform right away. So it was so good that I have my spare uniform with me that one time. And I actually have my lunch in there as well. So we have like a 5-hour sit in Frankfurt today, so that means our transit time is 5 hours. Basically, I'll be sitting at the airport. I brought some studying material with me, so I'm covered for that. And by the way, like, look at this, it's so cold. Like, you see the breath? It showed it was 2 degrees centigrade earlier, so that means it's in the mid-30s in Fahrenheit, so it's not warm today. Yeah, so why do they send me on a trip if it's only like a 40-minute flight and then I deadhead back? So I think it has to do with licensing. So we flight attendants, we have to use our licenses regularly, which means we have to work on every single plane we're licensed on a couple of times a year, like at least every 6 months. Or if you have like emergency recurrent training in between, the count starts from there. So if I hadn't gotten this trip, I would have had to go to refresher training, and that wouldn't have been fun. So I needed a trip in November or early December, but yeah, I'm glad I got this flight. So what's gonna happen today? I checked our service requirements. That truck is seriously loud. I'm just standing here in our crew parking lot. So we have a beverage service in economy class, I believe. So it's just gonna be water bottles though, due to the pandemic. And then in business class, they get a little tray, and they also get a beverage service, like a regular beverage service. Plane today is not that empty. I was surprised. It's actually fairly well booked compared to my long haul flights, but then again, it's like within Germany, so obviously there are not a lot of travel restrictions within this country. If people are coming from different countries, it's different. I can tell you more about the whole thing with Austria being a risk area and me actually getting to work today. It took me so long to actually reach someone who was able to tell me that I was allowed to go to work without any testing or anything. I'll tell you more about it later. Anyways, let's head over to our crew building. I'm just in our crew room waiting for the briefing to start. I have like 10 minutes before we have to be here, so I guess I'm early. I'm working up front. My position is one right of two. And basically we're done with service, so we're just waiting for landing right now. I'm now at the airport in Frankfurt. There are so few people around. It's just really, really sad. If you look around, there's like no one there. The cool thing is I can actually plane spot here. So there are planes out there. So I hope one of them departs. Oh, the Austrian one does. I'll show you guys. It's moving. Bye bye, Austrian. There are a lot of airplanes as well. Oh, look there, the big bird. Well, it's not the biggest bird, but one of the bigger birds has pushback as well. So this is a long haul plane. And let me see if I can zoom in. You guys can actually see that it's an Airbus 330. I haven't been on a 330 in a long time though. You guys, I'm back in Munich, so my day trip was fun. It was just a Frankfurt turn and I only flew one leg. So I only worked one leg, and the second leg was a deadhead, as I told you guys. Anyways, I am back here in Munich safe and sound. It was fun, even though it was not a long trip. The transit time was long, but I'm not gonna complain because I know there's so few flights departing right now, so I'm really lucky that I even scored a flight and that my license is not gonna expire. That's a good thing. And I just got tested for COVID-19. I don't have any symptoms or anything. I just wanted to get tested as a precaution, and the main reason is since I am actually crossing the border into Germany, and it was a whole hassle, like coming to work and all of that, and actually finding out whether I was allowed to go to work. I just wanted to be sure. So just to be sure that in case I get stopped at the border, I can show them I did a test. I don't have the results yet, all of that. But just saying, I shouldn't need the test. At least that's what they told me when I called, and I had to call like 10 times the other day. I called several organizations, for instance the coronavirus hotline here in Germany, and no one really knew about my situation, since technically Austrians have to go into quarantine if they cross into Germany right now, since Austria is considered a risk area by the country of Germany. But there are exceptions, so if you're not here for longer than 24 hours, there's an exception, so they told me that this should count for me. And also for flight crew in general, there are exceptions. So I'll just leave it at that. It's really, really complicated. Yeah, that's what I spent my Monday with, researching, because they just passed these new laws concerning travel into Germany. And because of that, also in Austria, we don't know whether they're gonna pass any stricter laws and stuff. So I just want to be sure, since I was in Germany, since Germany, like, the situation isn't much better here in Germany. It's just what I'm trying to say. So I just want to be on the safe side so that I can actually show that I have a negative test result, which I'm probably gonna get, I hope. I'll let you guys know about it. So it didn't really hurt. Like, it was very easy. They had a QR code that I had to scan with my cell phone, the test center is right at the airport, and there was basically no waiting time. It was not busy at all. The airport itself wasn't busy, so I guess that's why. And a few of my friends have gotten these COVID tests before in the past few weeks, so they told me about the process. And you register with the QR code online. They send you another QR code. You're gonna scan that QR code, and then they hand you this testing kit, but you're not allowed to do the test yourself. There is trained staff there. They swab your throat, so they didn't put anything up my nose. It was a throat swab that they did there, and they told me they don't know when the results are gonna be in, but probably within the next 24 hours. So I'll keep you guys posted. I actually need to drive home right now because it's 4 p.m. so it'll take me about 2 hours to get home. I get there right within rush hour. Isn't that fun? Anyways, I'll keep you guys posted on the COVID test results. It's already the next day, so I made it home safe and sound last night. And I had a nice evening in because Mario, he was Skyping with his friends. So I was able to watch a couple of episodes of The Flash. I still have some downloaded from the last time I was in the US, and yeah, they're gonna be deleted in a couple of days because I think they're only saved for like a month or something like that. So I was trying to watch all of these before they were actually deleted. And by the way, a couple of you have mentioned that I could just get a VPN and then I could just watch stuff from the US that's on Netflix there. Why I don't do this is it's actually illegal here. So, I mean, I could get a VPN, yes. I'd have to pay for like a good one. A VPN per se is not illegal, but if you use it in order to get around geo-blocking, I think that's the term for it, it's illegal over here. And I'm not trying to commit felony, so that's why I don't do that. But thank you guys for the tip. I have had a VPN before, but it was not for anything like this. We had to have one in order to log into our database when I was at university and when I was a student there. That's what I had a VPN for in the past. And for certain trips I had VPNs as well. You guys can probably figure out what I'm talking about. Since as a flight attendant I do get around quite a bit, not as much right now, but generally speaking. So there are certain countries where not everything works, and if I need to get into my email and stuff, I just have to make sure that that works. But anyways, as I was saying, I got home safe and sound yesterday. So the flight itself and everything, like both legs, they were a really good experience. Also on the way back, the crew was really awesome, the working crew, because I was only deadheading on the way back. Some of you actually noticed on my Instagram, so some of you actually messaged me and were like, oh, did you deadhead back? And I was like, good eye, yes I did. But yeah, it was very smooth, like everything went smoothly. It was just very short flights yesterday, as you know, because I told you guys about it. It was a long day though. I think I got back at like 6 p.m. Yeah, I mean, I could have gotten back a little earlier because of getting tested. Oh, by the way, I got my test results. So my COVID-19 test results, they came back negative, which is a good thing. So, I mean, I know it's only like, you only see like that one moment. So even if the test is negative, you could already be positive the day after or something. I'm just saying, keep that in mind, but the results came back negative. So in case I should have any trouble and anyone would tell me, oh, yeah, you crossed the border and stuff like that, it shouldn't really be a problem. But what I've noticed is a lot of the people who are actually checking this and stuff, apparently they don't really know all of the rules either, because a lot of the laws are really new and they're very confusing. So because of that, I just wanted to be on the safe side. And yeah, so now I know what COVID testing is like, and the results got in at like, I think it was 11:30 p.m. last night. I was already sound asleep at that time. I was like dead last night. I was so tired. Keep in mind that I got up at 2:15 in the morning, so. But I checked this morning and I was like, oh, it's probably gonna be at least until in the afternoon or until tomorrow, until I have the results. And I saw these emails, so I got a couple of emails. So there was like this PDF document that showed my test results and all of it, like the medical stuff. And then I had to actually type in some sort of like PIN code that I got in a separate email, so, or a password. Basically it was a password that I had to type in there that I got in a separate email just to make sure that it's extra safe. And yeah, so I came back negative, and I'm just glad that I now know that at least yesterday I did not have coronavirus. Other than that, did I tell you guys that I was working in business class yesterday? So technically I could have gone to the back, which I usually do, as you guys know. It would have been easier to film there. It would have probably been less work, because in economy class on this flight right now we only have the water bottle service. That's basically it. And then in business class it's quite well booked for short haul at the moment, I'd say. I don't know, I haven't done any short haul flights during the pandemic, so it's not like I have a lot of references right now. But generally speaking, it was a decent sized business class on this flight. And like, we handed out all of those trays and we did our beverage service and all of that. I mean, a few things have changed, obviously. Also, like, we have additional steps before actually taking off. So for instance, during boarding, we're handing out these little sanitizer towels. So they have sanitizer on them, and people can use them to clean their hands before they're eating, or before they are actually like putting their tray down. They can like wipe that tray if they want to be extra safe, even though I saw cleaning wipe those trays, those foldable tray tables on the planes, and whenever I saw cleaning do that, they were really thorough cleaning that. So I feel really safe on our flights, just saying. But that's just my perspective, so everyone's different, and whether you want to travel right now or whether you are actually allowed to travel right now, that's always up to you. I'm just stating my side as a flight attendant, and I only speak for myself. I can't speak for everyone at my airline, obviously. I only speak for myself, and I speak my mind, like you guys know. Other than that, was there anything else I was trying to say? I don't think so. I had a couple of hours at the airport. Everything seemed very safe and secure there as well. There were not that many people at Frankfurt airport, but there were some. I expected the airport to be less crowded during a lockdown light phase, which we're in right now. But there were actually quite a few people around there. And in Munich, there weren't really a lot of people in Munich at the airport, and there was no waiting time basically at the coronavirus test center that is right at the airport. Other than that, we ordered falafel yesterday. Have you ever had falafel? I usually make them myself, but since Mari had these plans of Skyping with his friends, and he actually had to pick me up at my old apartment because my car is parked over there because they have free parking, and I have to wait until next month when we're actually gonna move until I have free parking at the new place. But I don't need my car a lot, so I could have paid for parking here, but I was like, oh, let's just not do that. And he's nice enough to pick me up every single time I need my car. Anyways, that was that. And then we decided to actually order some food because we weren't in the mood for cooking. I was so tired, and he had to hurry so that he was done in order to Skype with his friends. And we were like, okay, let's just order some food. And we tried this new restaurant. It's actually not new, but we have never eaten there before, and it was actually pretty good, and it was so much food. So he had lunch for today, and I have lunch for today as well. I don't even know how I should eat all of that stuff for lunch, so I'm gonna heat a little bit of that up, and there is like a salad that comes with it and stuff. By the way, the weather is actually pretty good today. It's pretty cold, but the sun keeps coming in and out, and that's why the lighting is changing. I'm sorry, and I keep talking for forever basically. So I'll actually show you guys what I'm having for lunch, and I think that's probably gonna be it for this vlog, because it's gonna be a long vlog anyways. I talked to you guys so much, like flying short haul for the first time ever since the pandemic started. I mean, you guys know I don't usually do a lot of short haul. I had this phase back in 2018, like the first half of 2018. I did a lot of short haul, so if you're interested in those videos, go check them out. Back then I didn't have my A380 license yet, and I wasn't trained on an A350 yet, so basically I was working short haul maybe like 50 to 75% of the month. But ever since summer 2018, I have basically done a long haul non-stop with a few short haul trips in between. Yeah, but I decided to vlog this for you guys because, I mean, international travel is not possible for most of the people right now, for most of the humans on this earth. but short haul travel is possible for a lot of people. So I wanted you guys to get the scope of that as well, because I feel like that's interesting. Like if I was a passenger, I would want to know about this stuff. It's just my view and things. So I have like all of this stuff left from yesterday, so let's actually head over and heat this up. All of this is lunch. We've got salad here, we've got several dips including hummus here. We've got falafel here and some bread. It looks so good. I think I'm just gonna end this vlog here because I actually have to get to my yoga class really soon. It takes place here because it's an online yoga class, but I should still attend because it would be bad to pay for it and then not attend, right? So I'm doing these online yoga classes at least once in a while. I'm already in my yoga pants and yoga shirt, so I'm ready for the class. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I know it was a little shorter than usually because, I mean, honestly, this was like a day trip, but I wanted to vlog it anyways to show you guys what it's like right now as a flight attendant, to show you guys what short haul flying is like right now. Because I know I've done a lot of international trips. In case you haven't watched them, check them out. I did 4 international transatlantic flights during this pandemic, and it's kind of sad if I put it into perspective. I did 4 international flights, 4 transatlantic flights, and one short haul flight within Europe. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, make sure that you click on a little button down below, and also make sure that you click on the bell sign so that you get all of the notifications whenever I post new videos, which is usually Sundays. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a great week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.